Alright guys, as promised, here is part 2 of the Maximum the Hormone Discography review. If you missed part 1, there's going to be a link right over here where my head is, or where this baseball bat is. So you click that, it'll take you to part 1. And I'm also going to be adding one for part 1, so for those of you that have watched it, then you can hopefully have clicked that annotation in the other video, and it'll take you to here. So now, we're taking a look at the albums and the 2 singles. I'm going to sort of mention quickly about there's 3 albums I'm going to cover. One is sort of short, so it won't be too long, and then the other 2 will be in more detail, because I've listened to those quite a bit, as will the singles. So this will be a little bit longer than the other video, but get yourself ready, because here we go. And the first quote-unquote album they released was called Mimi Kajiru, and it was released in 2002. And there's a lot of, diverse stuff on here, but I definitely love the last 2 songs on here. Like how they mix the sounds around. It's great. Tatsuka Moyas and the very last track, which I'm just going to get to right now because it's very short. You guys have probably all heard this one. Or it's probably new to some of you. Yeah, I like Policeman Fuck quite a bit. Disclaimer, this does not actually represent my views against law enforcement. I respect what they have to do as a whole. Now that that's over, Mimi Kajiru is really, you can see where Maximum the Hormone's sense of humor starts to come into play. This was their first major release, and, I'd recommend checking a lot of this band stuff out. And I know there's going to be some songs I'm going to miss, I'll talk about those ones at the end. But, let's get on to the next song, next album, and one of my favorite albums ever right now. Oh yeah! And the next album they released was called Rokku Goroshi. It came out in 2005, and this is the title track. Let's take it all in, guys. That is the smell of awesomeness. Wow! So this album is just fantastic. From start to finish, it's heavy, it's catchy as hell, it's great. Right from the title track, which starts off the album, this is what starts off the album. I'm sorry, I can't help but like dance and headbang along to it as it's going on, but the title track is great. I've also got another favorite song on here, Falling Jimmy. I'm gonna try to sing it. Jimmy, falling Jimmy, are you falling Jimmy? Jimmy, falling Jimmy, are you falling Jimmy? So my favorite songs on here, of course, Rokku Goroshi, this song, Falling Jimmy. I also really like Hokyo Hasumi Kata Knife Doskuri, as well as Ray Mama 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 Mama. Rolling 1000 tune, and this song here. Remember how I said one of their songs has like a reggae feel to it? This is it, Rock and Roll Chainsaw. Blah 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 blah, rocking on a chainsaw. So, as a whole, Rokku Goroshi is just, it's great. Like, all the way through, it's got its heavy bits, it's got its light bits, it's got just stuff that will make you really laugh. Like, the very last track is a piano instrumental sung by the drummer, who is, as I mentioned before, she has a great voice. I mean, the fact that she has vocals on a lot of the songs, and she can really sing. Alright, so I would definitely recommend Rokku Goroshi. And now, moving on to their last album released to date. And their third and final album they released to date is called Bui K, or Up From The Ashes. And it was released in 2007. And Death Note fans, here we go. Yep. So this album really was a commercial success in Japan. It got to number 5 on the Oricon charts, which is like Japan's Billboard charts. And it is just awesome from start to finish. This is like, it totally improves on Rokku goroshi, which, fun fact, means rock impotence killer in Japanese. Just wanted to point that out. And Mimi Kajiru means spinning on the ear. I also meant to say that. The title track is just fantastic. I mean, you guys know What's Up People and Invincible Billy from Death Note. The title track, Bui K, is just fantastic. And the title track really helped me through a sort of difficult time in the last year or so, dealing with the death in the family. And that stuff is never easy, but Maximum the Hormone made it a little bit better. So, I have them to thank for that. Also, songs like Black Yen Power, G-Men Spy, really, you know, and Choo Choo Lovely, those really mix a bit of rap rock. Even the title track does a bit too, but it's just great. If I had to really pick a favorite song or songs, I would say, of course, the title track. I'd say What's Up People. And I'd actually give it to Black Yen Power, G-Men Spy. I mean, I like every song on this album, but some are weaker. Like, Louisiana Bob is great, but there's a breakdown around, I think, a minute and a half, you know, like less than 2 minutes in, but that's just like, it's so unbelievably heavy. But the rest of the song is sort of a mix between a sort of alt-rock song and a metal song. So, those are the albums, but definitely, you know, my favorite songs are from Mimi Kajiru, Katsukan Wayas, and Policeman Fuck, from Rokku Goroshi, the title track, Falling Jimmy, and Ray Ray Mama Mama and Rock and Roll Chainsaw from Bui K, the title track, Black and Power G-Men Spy, What's Up People. Oh, Bikini Sports Function. Oh my god, I forgot to talk about this song. Like, this has dance written all over it. I'm just gonna fast forward a little bit. There we go. Like, this is dance rock at its finest here. It's like, it doesn't sound anything like what you think they would sound like, but as soon as it kicks in, it rocks. Oh, this is freaking awesome. So, I would definitely recommend Bui K. Pick it up. So, moving on to one of the 2 singles. And the first single I'm talking about is Sume 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 F, which was released in 2008. And Sume 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 sounds a bit like Protest the Hero mixed with the Fall of Troy, and with a little bit of sort of pop sheen, or even a little bit of dance rock, rap rock. I mean, the part coming up, you'll hear it, but I thought the part in the chorus sounded like the first part of the chorus of Barbie Girl. I don't know why it did, but it just did. There's that dance part coming in. And then you've got F, which I have to show you guys F, but I'll just go on a bit. The third song on this single, Kill All the 394, is actually a term meaning or relating to Maxi, which is a Japanese social networking site, much like Facebook. I just saw the music video for this song. Oh man, is it awesome. That's something I forgot to mention, that Maximum the Hormone make really great music videos. They sort of poke fun at things, satirize things, but they also really know how to make this epic rocking out videos. So coming up right now is that part I thought was the Barbie Girl chorus. Life in plastic, it's fantastic. You can brush my hair and take me anywhere. Damn it! I got that song stuck in my head now. Alright, moving on to F. So this song, fans of the band will know, but for those of you that don't, F is basically inspired by one of the best villains from Dragon Ball Z, Frieza. So it's sort of like a mix of like punk and just really epic metal, as they all are, but it's about Frieza from Dragon Ball Z. What more could you want? And Kill the 394 is like a really solid punk track with the bass line, but I really want to get to the last single because it is a freaking doozy. And the last single they've released to date so far is called Greatest Hits 2011 to 2011, and it was released last year. One sec. This would work better if I had longer hair. So, there's a song on here called Maximum the Hormone, which is the first time they've had a track that's named after the band. It is a monster. It just starts with this great riff. It goes into this awesome, like, brutal metal section, and then this part. One sec. Gonna do some meditating. That's enough of that. Oh, I need to put my foot in the process. But this song is great. We've also got the very first song, Utsukushiki Hitobito no Uta. It definitely has that very punk sound, but it's so catchy. Like, I find myself humming this quite a bit. And in the very last song, I apologize for cutting off this song, but My Girl, my god, My Girl is fantastic. This is a song that has that sort of mix of 80s synth pop towards the bridge, but this opening is just so awesome, and then you got a rap part up here. This was sort of a bit weird for me at first, just because in the chorus, it has a little bit of an auto-tune thing going on, which I'm surprised, but then I saw that in that song Lost by Avenged Sevenfold, they kind of use auto-tune, so it's sort of off-putting for a rock band to use auto-tune. So it's coming up right here. There it is. I'll just stay on this for a little bit longer because we've got an epic breakdown section, so I'm going to do one more thing with headbanging. Fail. Alright, but that's enough of that, but I would definitely recommend this single because all the songs on it are solid. It's worth listening to it all the way through. As are Rokku Goroshi and Bui K, so that's going to conclude the Maximum the Hormone discography review. I know there are some singles I missed. I'm just going to talk about some of the songs that are on them. I think on the Rock Bankurose Mino Reba Rock single, Mino Reba Rock is awesome. It mixes piano with like a little bit of not ragtime, but sort of like classic rock and roll, like boogie sort of elements. There's also a song on Ho that sort of has that Kuso Machine Gun Boogie, or Machine Gun Kuso Boogie, something like that. Sounds like Stevie Ray Vaughan influenced. But overall, this band has put out some really amazing stuff in nearly 15 years that they've been around. There's talk that there might be a new album this year, but they're definitely going to start touring again after the band went on hiatus in 2009 and 2010 so that the drummer could, you know, give birth to a baby girl. And they will definitely make a great comeback. I'm almost confident of it. Not confident. I'm almost certain of it, is what I meant to say. Again, link to this time. I'm going to have links to not only ViralRak's channel, but to the Rocket Out blog and the Needle Drop, as well as YouTube videos for the favorite songs. For one of the songs from the Ho EP in part 1, I'm sorry, I looked for a YouTube link, I couldn't find it, but I'll put my favorite songs. There's going to be probably about 7 or 8, maybe even 9 this time. I'll try and pick a couple from each one. Anyways, this has been the first attempt at discography reviews. If you guys want, you can request a band that you want me to either review an album for or their discography by leaving a comment down below and letting me know what you think, what you thought of this as well, because I really appreciate your input on this. Anyways, Maximum the Hormone, awesome band. Go listen to them. Be excellent to each other. Rock it out. And Maximum the fucking Hormone! Press the stop button.